here we are.
Here we go, hey man.
My name's Jimmy. I'm with Retro Cool
Jason,
Nerd.
how are you?
The name
Super.
of the podcast is Saturday Morning Serial.
Super.
We're here with the titular star of Superman Red Son, Jason Isaac. Tell me, what are you going to bring to this iconic role other than a Russian accent?
Nothing. It's finished now. It's done.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. What
I
is
did.
your
What
favorite?
did I bring? I mean, I don't know what I brought to it. It's brilliantly written. It's unlike any other Superman anyone's ever seen before or engaged with before, because he landed in Soviet Russia. But he is the same Superman in that he's completely committed to fairness and honesty and truth, justice, and to trying to make people live good and equal lives. He just lands in a different system and is completely convinced by it. And one of the things that's most engaging about the film, apart from the fact it's got a million twists and turns and you meet so many familiar DC characters who are nothing like the DC characters that you know, so you have to forget all your baggage, apart from all the entertainment value of that, it's just a reminder we live in this incredibly divisive world where people have dug these trenches that they're in, on political issues, and that they can't get out, despite the evidence all around them that maybe they've bricked themselves into a position that they don't belong in. And this film makes that dramatic and live, and so it gives you. There's a ton to talk about when the credits roll.
Mm-hmm. Like right now. So you are Superman. Oh, that's what I want to say. You do a lot of PR. Do you for various movies, big things like Harry Potter, and smaller things like this. What do you think of? Talk about the press action. Talking to the reporters.
Well, the thing about press is, my favorite stories I've ever watched are when I've been at a film festival and someone says, I've got a ticket for a film at midnight. And you go and you have no idea who's in it, you have no idea what it's about. You have, there's no expectations, it's not framed by someone telling you this is going to win an Oscar or whatever. But the reality is you have to bring an audience. So it's tricky because you don't want to tell people the story of what they're going to watch. As soon as you know the story of what you're going to watch, part of the joy is ruined. It's like telling someone, in this magic trick, I'm going to take a coin, you'll find that it appears in the middle of that apple. It destroys it. So it's a compromise. It's a deal with the devil. I don't mind I'm happy to go and talk about things. I'm much happier talking about things I'm in when I think they're good. And I think this is fucking great. Yeah. I saw it, I just saw it a couple of days ago and it blew me away. I don't enjoy when I have to go around and try and tell people to watch things that I don't think are very good. I hope the audience can read between my lines. That it's part of my professional obligation. But every now and again, if I'm lucky, I try and choose only to be in things I'm proud of, and then it's perfectly fine. Yeah, I don't mind doing it. There's two things. One is things are ideally seen without you knowing anything about them, without any kind of plot spoilers. And the other thing is, when I grew up, those actors that I worshipped, the whole 70s generation of De Niro, Pacino, and Hoffman, I knew nothing about them. I don't need to know what, religion, class, sexuality they were. I don't know anything. I want to just believe who they are on the screen. And so this whole fashion for everybody pouring their heart out in public therapy in magazines or doing podcasts where they tell you about, the teacher who molested them at school or whatever, and for going behind the scenes after an episode of a show, ruins it for me as an audience. I get why it happens, it's a crowded world, but for me as a viewer, as a punter, I like to just approach things dark and watch them. Once I've read 3 articles about something, I don't enjoy watching it.
Yeah, too much going on, yeah. What about, can you tell me a little about one of my favorite other roles that you played is Lorca? Are we ever going to see, can you hint, are we going to see maybe in the future of Discovery, will we come back?
I'm still in touch.
Fall into a big vat of foreshadowing, right?
Right. I mean, it's the Star Trek universe, and there's currently 3 shows, and there's Picard and there's Discovery. There will be Section 31 show. So there's many opportunities. I'm still very friendly with the fabulous Alex Kurtzman and Akiva Goldsman who run it all. I saw them the other day, and we chatted, and who knows? The thing about Lorca is it was an amazing storyline, that whole first season. There's probably people who haven't seen it yet. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it was a storyline that had a beginning, middle, and end.
Right.
So if I come back, all of us agree that it better be really good, because you don't want to dilute it or do some pale version of it.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, that we never met Prime Lorca.
Right.
We don't know where he is or what's happened to him. And they're pretty imaginative. They can find all kinds of interesting things. So the door is open. Let's say that.
Did you know going in that you were not?
Yeah, I knew everything going in.
Oh,
Because I had to play a secret. You
Right.
can't act a secret unless you know what it is. I had a whole secret agenda.
So well done. I knew the secret before I watched the whole thing, and knowing that made it a little better for me.
Well, that's true.
The way you played it. So
Well, when people watch it a second time through, you enjoy
Yeah.
it. It's like watching The Sixth Sense second time through.
Right, yeah,
It's still enjoyable, but on a completely different level.
Right.
You know.
Well, hey, my name's Jimmy Jason. Thanks so much for your
It's
time.
great to meet you.
The name of
Thanks
the
very much.
podcast is Saturday
Saturday
Morning
Morning Cereal. I
Do me a
remember it.
favor. Look right in that camera and tell us what your favorite Saturday morning cereal is.
My Saturday morning cereal is "Don't fucking wake me up, kids." Thanks so much. How about that?
I wish I had a box of that. Hey, thanks for your time,
Thanks,
man.
man. Bye.